Hello guys. Welcome back my guys to the channel. This is where we teach you the Alchemist, forex strategy and other strategies. This week has been moving on well, and everything has been fine trade wise. We are moving well on Euro GBP. We are moving well on AUD NZD. And we are in a little bit drawdown on USD card. We have a buy on USD card, but it is on drawdown. And today I've come with something special, so guys, stick around. I'm going to be giving you the juice. I've come with something special. If you stick around long enough, I'll be revealing to you another secret to winning trades. Remember, this is mainly for swing traders, but people who are doing day trades and other kind of trading also can take advice from here. Swing trading doesn't only mean that you're going to be dealing with weekly, monthly, and daily time frames. You can also swing trade, but on the 4-hour, you'll be holding trades, but not for long. I think for one or 2 days, maximum 3. I don't think the 4-hour you can go more than 3 unless it is a ranging market. But if it is trending within I think within 2 days, yes, it should be done. Okay, so I hope you guys have been good. Before I proceed, guys, most of you are watching my videos, you're not liking them. Those who are liking them are not subscribing, but you're watching. Sincerely speaking, how can the system say, the analytics tell me that I have 3k people that have watched the videos, but I only have less than 100 subscribers? So guys, we should be subscribing. Also, I have less than 100 likes. So how is it that people are enjoying watching the videos but they're not liking? Guys, this is not fair. So let's like the video as well as we enjoy watching them. But before I proceed, I have Euro GBP on the screen, and before I go any further into the analysis to show you how the Alchemist played out on this, and also to show you where we entered from, I think you can see there, and also to show you the target and possibly the next trade after that. So guys, subscribe to the channel and then we proceed. I'll give you 5 seconds as usual. Subscribe, then we can proceed with the video, the analysis. Okay guys, so I hope you're done subscribing, so let's proceed with the analysis. You know, when you subscribe, it helps my channel grow and also gives me the efforts to make more education content like this. So now we're going to start from the recent past on Euro GBP. Okay, so now let me just delete this. And by the way, people, you should be commenting in the, you should be telling me in the comment section how your trade is, your trades are taking you, how your forex is going, because I don't want to be coming here, I make videos, I tell you how the market is going to be the next week. I also come here and tell you that, oh, you see now here I made profits, yet you guys are making losses. I come here to say that, oh, we are up in profit, yet you guys are down in deep drawdown. So you'll be telling me, reach out. I'm always going to be available to help. There is some lady that reached out to me. She asked on how she can be supported, but I don't know, she has not yet contacted me. But I'll be willing to support. We grow together, guys. So if you have anything, You can always ask. If I come here and analyze and things don't go well, please come and tell me that, oh, me, I entered the trade but things are not going well. Don't just keep quiet, because if you keep quiet, you're the one who is going to be losing money as others are winning money, and you'll be like, oh, forex is hard. Okay, guys, so there is something that is happening on EUR GBP. Actually, there are a lot of things that are happening on EUR GBP that I wanted to show you guys, and I'm liking it, and it looks somehow simple. So what I'm going to do, is I'm going to first give you the analysis. Then after the analysis, then I'll give you I'll show you what I wanted to show you. I hope I don't forget. Okay, let's go straight forward to the analysis. So this is EUR GBP. This is the weekly time frame. Remember, what did we say? We start from the weekly. On the weekly, we want to start a storyline. How do we start it? We start with the rejection on the weekly support or resistance. If it is resistance, for this case, weekly resistance is here, then that means you're going to be starting a bearish storyline. I hope, guys, you have gotten me. We start from the weekly support or resistance. If it is resistance, then we are going to start a bearish storyline. If it is support, then it's going to be a bullish storyline. Guys, these things are simple and basic. I know people who say that they use trend lines as confluence to help them on the entries, which is okay. You can decide to use a trend line as confluence to help you on your entries. But me, I wouldn't want to use a trend line as confluence, because trend lines are subjective. Where are you going to put them? How do you know that the way you're drawing them is the right way they're supposed to be drawn? Me, that is the problem I have with the trend lines. However, I don't have any issues with anyone wanting to use the trend line as confluence. But me, I just be basic. Support, resistance, and then rejections to start storylines. So we are on the weekly time frame, and we see there is a rejection up here. We see price rejecting up here on this resistance. This is green candle, red candle, resistance. When you mark here, you will see that it is there. And also this resistance is making a QM. It is something I wanted to show you, but okay, wait, I'm going to be showing you guys. So this is green candle, red candle, resistance here. So this resistance, when price came, you see it was in an uptrend. This is an engulfing candle, weekly, by the way. And this is another engulfing candle, very big, even bigger than this one. And then it reached here. When it reached here, it started rejecting. So we're wondering, is it going to break up or it's going to come down? When it reached here, it started rejecting. After it rejected, look at the next price action that happened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've had 5 weeks. That is 1 month and 1 week. Even this week is going down. 5 weeks of bearish price action. So that means we are retracing. And where are we retracing to? We are retracing to this shoulder here. This is a shoulder, this is a head, this is another shoulder. We are retracing to this shoulder here. Why are we retracing here? Because we are still bullish on EUR GBP. We are still bullish. Why do I say that? Because see this bullish engulfing candle here, broke structure here, and we went 2 weeks of price action. 1, 2, up to up here. But it is taking the sellers how many weeks? Taking them 5 weeks, 6 weeks now to bring price down here. Yet for the buyers, it took them only 2 weeks. Only 2 weeks, 1, 2, to take price up to here. But it is taking the sellers almost a month and a half to bring price down. So which means the buying momentum is high and the selling momentum is low. So what do we want to see here? What we want to see here, or what we expect to see here, is price reach here probably next week. If it doesn't retrace up, price to reach here. If it reaches here, we look for buying opportunities. Also, this is a demand zone and it is on the weekly time frame. You see, this is a demand zone, break of structure, and then we short up. This is the kind of demand zone you want to see. And guys, I tell you, when the price reaches here, it is going to be a very big buy up here. So you can just brace yourself and get enough capital such that when price reaches here, we are taking out this high. We have around 400 pips to move with to the upside. Okay, that is it. So guys, now we can proceed now that I've given you a brief introduction. So we have a weekly rejecting here. That is the first step. First step, we want to see a rejection or a weekly rejection. That is the first step. So is the weekly rejecting? Yes, it is rejecting. Where? This previous resistance here. So this week has closed as a rejection. So after that, we go down to the daily. Guys, these things are simple, and I keep on repeating the same things every day. After that, we go back to the daily. What do we see on the daily? On the daily, come to the line chart in order to be clear. We see higher high, higher low, higher high equal low. So here we have no storyline. Then we go back. Some people would say there is already a storyline, and I would accept with them. Like for example, if you stretch it and look at this very well, this was a break. There, it was break. However, if you put it to normal, it is not quite clear. I would like a serious break. For me, I would like a serious, clear break of structure. This is also a break, but for me it is not convincing. It shows that the sellers did not have that much momentum to break, to clear a break on the previous low of the buyers had, the previous sellers had created. So now this, for me, it is not enough. However, for some people it is enough. This is a break, and when it comes back for a retest, the first one, the second one, you enter. It retests the first one, you wait. The second one, you enter. Guys, for the break and retest, what you have to know is that most of the times, price will retest 2 times. I've seen it, especially on the daily, weekly. Price retest twice. If you're going to enter on the first retest, it is okay, but you'll have to put in a big stop loss if you enter the first retest. But if you wait on the second retest, you're always going to be safe. So now, the weekly has rejected, the daily has broken. On the retest is where we enter and take price here. Just hold and wait. You see how the things are simple. However, me, I did not enter there. I waited for a clear break, which was here. This break here. You see this break to the downside? This big bearish candle that breaks here. It shows me that the sellers are now in control. Because if you break with that bearish momentum, shows the sellers are in now control. So what are we waiting? We wait for a retest on this line here where the bars broke. There is 1, 2, 3, I think there are 4 retests, and then we point price to the downside. Okay, so after breaking here and waiting for a retest, when we get a retest, we don't enter the daily. You can enter on the daily, it is fine, because the daily is very, very clear. But me, I would prefer to go down to the 4 hour. That is my preferred time frame for entry. So when you go to the 4 hour, there is one retest here, there is another retest here. When you get this retest, you enter on this, the closure of this candle on that retest here, and then put stop losses. This is 25 pips. You put stop losses to the last high. This one here, we can use this, but I would prefer to use this one because this one is higher than this one. So just to be safe, put stop losses at the last high. Also, if you get like 31 plus, me, what I do, I just round off to around 35. There, it would be enough. Why do I do that? Just to have that extra confidence. And then you'll target down here. So meaning, so far you would be in profits of $100. That is if you enter the mini lot of 0.1. Micro lot, you'll be in $10. Then one lot size, you'll be in $1,000. So it will be according to your account size and risk you are willing to stake. So now that will be your trade. And where are you taking it? You're taking it all the way to, you're taking your trade all the way to here. So you're targeting 174 pips. 174 pips, that is $1,700, that is $170 or $17 depending on the lot size that you're using. And this is a 1:5, which is a very, very good risk to reward. You see, I've incorporated Alchemist plus the top-down analysis to arrive at my target. And the entries, I normally use supply and demand to enter. However, for some pairs like Euro, GBP, AUD, and ZD, it is hard to get demand areas because they deal with a lot of wicks. They have a lot of wicks. They leave a lot of wicks behind. So if you're looking for demand or supply areas, you might not get. However, there is one here. If you consider that one, that is where I put my stop loss. If you consider this one here, you'd get a sniper entry. If you consider that, you'd get a sniper entry tapping. And the risk reward will increase by the way. So you'll be risking around 22, 23 pips to make 186, which is 8. Risk reward of 8:1, which is a significant one for that matter. Okay, so now that I've taught you that, I want to give you one clue before. I don't want this video to be long. You know, you guys don't want to watch long videos. So where did I enter from? Let me remove this. Where did I enter from? I entered from here. You see where I entered from. Why did I enter from here? And actually I entered later. I was supposed to enter from here. Why? Because there is a break of structure here. Let me mark with this line. There is a break of structure here. You see that break of structure? And then there is a retest here. You see that precision on the retest? Initially, I was targeting this supply zone here. But apparently, there was a supply zone here that I didn't know. But now this one, it was kind of confusing because it did not break any structure. My supply zones should always be, you have broken structure, that is 1. There is an imbalance, that is 2. And there is a strong bearish move or bearish momentum. But now, this one did not, yes, there's a strong move, there is an imbalance, but did not break any structure. However, this one broke structure. There is a strong move away, but there is no imbalance. So what I did is, I entered here, because I saw price was dropping. I know it will not come back here. It did not have enough bullish momentum. I entered here. I entered here, and then stop losses, I had to put them up here, just in case price wants to confuse itself and come back up here to retest this area. Then it won't take me out. So I put them up here. Fortunately, price is moving well. So I'm waiting for this break of structure. If price breaks this structure it has created here, and then I'll move my stop losses to break even. For now, I've reduced my stop losses to my risk to around 30. So I'm just waiting for price to come and break this structure to the downside, and then I'll move my stop losses to break even, and then the trade is going to be risk free. So that is all, and that is what I wanted to tell you today about Euro GBP and the Alchemist strategy. So if there is anything, guys, you can always ask. I'll be glad to teach you. Also, one thing I want to tell you is the QM. Why is it? No, it is on the weekly. I want to teach about the QM, but this video is becoming too long. There's something called QM. I don't know when you know it, where price makes a high, a higher high, and then a lower low. So on the retest, we enter this lower low, especially if it has enough strength like this, significantly tells you that we are heading down. And guys, this is pure price action. You don't see indicators here. I did away with indicators because they were not helping me. It's not that they are bad, but they were not helping me. And what I wanted to use them, I knew. I reached a point whereby I learned and I could see it even without the indicators. That is the divergence for RSI and the awesome oscillator. They were helping me with divergence, but now I can see divergence. If I look at this top here, this bottom here, this bottom and this one, I just know there is a divergence on the RSI, and I know it price is going up. Why? I'm just going to learn that over time. So this high here, if you see this highs that are being created here, if you go to RSI, you're going to see low highs, low highs, low highs. So for me, in order for me to confirm this, I just wait for a big breakdown to make a lower low, and then when it comes back to retest, and then I'll enter for a sell, and then I'll push price down. So now what is the QM? And if you see a QM happening on the weekly time frame, my friend, you're in for a long run of a bearish trend. We have a QM here. One is here, there's a high, and lower low. When it comes to retest, that is now when we shoot down. But the most clear one is here. There's a high, low, high, then lower low, breaking this higher low to make a lower low. Two higher lows have been broken on the weekly time frame. That means we are going down. So how do we sell? We don't sell immediately. We wait for price to come and retest the order block, or retest the break of structure where the first break of structure happened. Retest order block, or retest the first break of structure that happened. The order block, I simply mean supply and demand, repost the supply and demand. So in this case, we had here, where is this? We had here, and then we had supply and demand. However, the candle for supply and demand was very long. So I made this one, I usually put it halfway, but if you put it halfway, chances of missing it are very high. So you see, there is, let me put the line chart. You see this one, the first structure that was broken to the downside. Price came, retested that area and dropped. And this one is the first structure that was broken to the downside. This is the order block, the supply zone. Price came and tapped in and dropped down. So what happens is you use this in confluence, but if it is on the weekly, you can use it alone. It is total, I think it is 89%, 89 and above percent of working out. I think I need just to make a video on this QM thing. I think I will make another video on the QM thing. Yeah, so it is 89% and above effective, but if you use it in confluence, then you can be at high chances of winning. So what are the confluences here? You have another QM here, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, and then we retest up here, and then we go down. So after going down, we broke this level here. So this move up here is like coming to retest this level, and we go down. So this move up here is confirmed by a retest here. This is the structure that was broken, we came up. So this move up here is to confirm the retest here. So now when you see price moving up here and making a QM on a weekly time frame, and why it is making the QM, it is retesting on the previous broken structure, and down, looking down, guys, you're in for a long bearish run. So you just take your money there, and then just know that things are going to be well for you. Okay guys, that is all for today. I'll just have to make another video on the QM, and then I share it with you. So guys, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, if you have learned something from this video, kindly like the video and share if you can. If you have not learned anything but you feel there is something sensible, don't worry, come back to the video, but this time watch it slowly. That is what I always encourage you people. You can come back to the video, but this time try to watch it slowly by slowly. You're going to see that you're getting to the point. Remember, we learn together and win together. Okay guys, that is all for today. Bye.